Good morning, party people. How are you guys doing this morning? Welcome to Saturday. Today is Saturday, October the 26th, 2018. Welcome to October 26th, a day we have never seen before. Thank you guys so much for your likes, shares, subscribes. Yes, even on a Saturday, I am here. I'll give you guys a few minutes. I'm going to sip a little bit of my tea before we get into the positive messages for today. All right, so I am using, I just felt really led to pick up this Whispers of Love deck here. And so the card that flipped out immediately is Back to What You Love. Reevaluate your desires. Interesting. I think this is the first time I've pulled this card. Oh, this is neat. I feel like this is about a passion. It could be a childhood passion too, because it looks like a child, but there's like something divine waiting at the end of this path. So, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. I think I'm going to read that. I'd like to know. And it's number 3, number of divinity. It says, you can change what you are doing at any time. You do not have to feel stuck. Oh, that's good. Isn't that great? Go back to what you know, and more importantly, to what you love. Ask your angels to guide you with this process. You can do anything you genuinely want to do. Take inventory. Look at where you got off track and find what you need to do to get back to you. You are meant to live a life of happiness, bliss, love. You are meant to live a life of happiness. Bliss, love, relationship, and wealth are your fate. You can change your mind at any time and do something you have always longed to. When you do something you love, you reconnect to your bliss. A girl celebrates as she finds a beautiful path before her. The doves flying next to her symbolize love, peace, and tranquility. The butterflies leading the way denote rejuvenation and transformation. A face in the distance is watching over this path as a reminder that you are never alone and your path is divinely guided. Beautiful energy. Yeah, there's a new moon in Scorpio tomorrow, so I could totally see someone reconnecting, feeling like a need to reconnect with something that you love, like a rebirth, transformation. Very innocent. The freedom that comes with that level of innocence, too. I think I mentioned to some of you guys, sometimes I substitute teach. And the innocence that children have, like when they play, everything is so honest, even their even their observations and criticisms, right? They're super duper honest. But I feel like this is this authenticity and genuineness of what you love. Reconnect with that. I actually did a root chakra meditation this morning, and just that whole sense of, kids don't worry either, do they? Children don't worry about if they're going to eat normally under normal circumstances, and normal is relative. But, generally kids are very carefree, very carefree. They certainly don't plan ahead, right? They just, they're in this be stage where they're just gonna be, and they find joy in the simplest of things. So yeah, I like this. Back to what you love. It's just so innocent. It's pure. It's. I like it. I like it. Okay, the card here on the bottom of the deck says, "Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible." I love that. That's also really, to me, representative of that new moon energy, which is about um, being fearless in your new path. Be fearless in what you want to do. Um, Totally. Yeah. Think about what it is that you want. These two definitely complement each other. One is very light. You notice how one is very light and one is like at night with a light shining. So I think even when we are in the darkest or in a dark place, and I don't mean that in a morbid way. Good morning, Felicia. Um, there's always a light that's shining. Okay. Um, yeah, there's always a light that's shining. Even if things are like, dark or whatever. There's always a light shining. The universe leaves a light on like Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. I think it's great because we can see there's always a glimpse of hope, you guys, is what I'm getting from that card. There's always a glimpse of hope, no matter where you are. Okay. So think about what you want to do. What are your wildest dreams? What are the things what were your are and were your childhood dreams? What is it that you wanted to do? I always wanted to sing and dance. Debbie Allen was my American Idol. I love Fame and I love Debbie Allen. I have never had a dancer's body. And at the time, a dancer's body was real defined. Now we've evolved some. I could have been a chubby Vegas show girl if I wanted to. But anyway, um, but yeah, I wanted to sing and dance and like Broadway type stuff. So the singing, and ironically, I have been in a couple of plays. Um, I've done gospel stage plays. I've done, I played Suge Avery in the Color Purple musical at the Aeronaut in Cincinnati, Ohio. That was amazing. So there are some dreams I think I need to reconnect with too. Like if I just think about it and don't analyze it or say I'm too old or too stiff or too whatever, too big, too little, what would come up in my mind? So allow yourself to dream. What is that light that's trying to shine through uh, um, a dark place today? Okay. I like it. Let's see if we can get some advice from notes from the universe on love and connection here. Be in the present and dream of the future. I go where you go. All right, this says, tell me, are you finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you? That for words you've almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken too long begin to heal? That eyes sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye? Remarkable. Our findings exactly. Psst, your divinity is showing. Okay, so who had a date last night and woke up this morning like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave you yet. What you doing today? I'll just do what you're doing today. That's sort of like the energy of this card, right? It's like, or you realize that, there's a connection between you and somebody fresh or somebody new, or you meet somebody new and it's like, oh gosh, we have this connection. It's hard to say goodbye, hard to get off the phone, talk all night till 4 a.m. in the morning and then sleep for 2 hours and get back up and get back on the phone again. So this is cool. I go where you go. And then we have earlier disappointments. We're just rehearsal for great stuff coming your way. Never regret love, no matter how blind it improved your vision. No matter how foolish, it made you wiser. And no matter how generous, it made you more. Oh, there's definitely feel that new love energy, you guys. All right, so let's get into your spread for today. This is for all signs. It is a general message. It will not resonate with everybody. That's okay. I do have some personal reading specials you could take advantage of, and they are very reasonably priced. I won't be able to retire off of them, but it'll give you guidance. Okay. So, this is so cool. You know what just occurred to me too? So, this back to what you love and earlier disappointments were rehearsal for great stuff ahead. Um, Good morning, Jared. Good to see you, buddy. Um, there's something that some of you didn't attempt. like you attempted something, were disappointed, and so you left it alone and dropped it on the ground, but you were being encouraged to go back to it. It could have been a career, a project, uh, who knows? You could have been writing a song, painting a picture, doing something, and you were disappointed, so you left it alone. This could be a person too, right? And then now you're being encouraged to go back to what you love. Mm, yep, you sure are. You sure are. All right. Overall energy for this reading today, Holy Spirit, what would you like to share with us, the collective, everyone who is watching? What would you like to share with us? Overall energy is the Knight of Swords. This complements those cards brilliantly. You know why? Because knights take action. Go back to what you love. Take action. Think about it. So the Knight of Swords is a person who moves with intention. It's not like the Knight of Wands who's sort of like impulsive, like, ooh, let's go get ice cream. This knight is taking action on a thought, a plan. He definitely has a plan in mind. And it's not gender specific. I just said he. But this knight has a plan, a strategy, an intention, and a focus. And it's like, charged, dun, 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 right? So this is the overall energy, which is taking action on a plan. And it's all that reminds me of that old hip hop song, thinking of a master plan. Totally, totally. Be in the present and think of the future and dream of the future. Okay. So, yeah, definitely spend a little bit of time today if you can. Even if you're doing other stuff, just give yourself a moment to think of what will make you happy. Like, you know what? If I could do da 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 da, I would do da 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 da. Without any obstacles. Don't put any obstacles in your way. Let yourself think freely, write freely, and see what comes up. But that's the overall energy, is taking action, moving from this Eight of Cups place where there's nothing left for you here. All the cups are empty. I drank out of every one of those, scraped the cake batter out the bowl real good. It's clean. Time to move on to something more uplifting and fulfilling. Okay? So that's the overall energy, taking action, being proactive about your life, being proactive about your happiness, proactive about your joy, your peace, making your dreams come true. Um, do what you know to do. And if you don't, hey, Marty, good morning. And if you don't know what to do, I believe that those answers will come as you move. It's making me think of that scripture in Luke about the lepers. It says, as they went, they were healed. So sometimes stuff is a process. Like in the process, you become whole. In the process, the ground forms under your feet. It's like a walk of faith sometimes. Okay. First card out is the Four of Pentacles. This is being resistant to change, uh, scared to lose your coins, scared, frugal. It's earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but it's being reserved, very conservative with your love, conservative with your money, resources, energy, trying to hold on to what you have. The thing about that, though, when you hold things close to your chest like that, you can't receive either. You just have what you have. So when you extend your arms and open them, then you can receive more. So this is just generally being resistant to change. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is being busy, earth energy. Okay, sometimes it's juggling too much. It's definitely doing a lot. Some of you can have a lot on your plate. It's like, I got a lot to do today. I don't know how I'm going to get it done. Um, but that rainbow indicates to me it could be something you really love, though. It's something you like to do. Um, but it is having a lot to do and making it look easy. Okay. All right. The Empress is here. All right. So some of you are really working on becoming an entrepreneur. There's some kind of business idea. Um, and this really came up yesterday, didn't it? So this energy here of the Empress is fire energy, but it's very, also very holistic, grounded success. Um, really having a lot of divine insight, um, accomplishment, and achievement here. And we had a lot of cards because I'm going to just go with it. All right, so the Four of Swords here is about contemplation, taking time to think about rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. If today can be a day where you get to relax and chill out, definitely take some time to rest. Think about what it is you'd like to do today or in the next week or the next month. Not in a stressful way. Not in a stressful way. All right, then we've got the Ten of Pentacles here, which is financial success. This is all being well in your resources, your finances, your savings. Okay. Um, I feel like once you spend some time thinking about it, you may realize you have some money saved up somewhere. You might even have some money in an account you forgot about. Like it dawns on you, like, you know what? I do have an IRA. I do have. It made me think of there was a time when I had done an online. I think it was an online savings or something like that. Forgot all about it. So some of you could have some money in a savings that um, you're thinking about. What should I do with it? How should I invest it? But this is life being good. Life being good. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Man, lots of earth energy today. Pentacles are all about our resources. Yeah, I feel like you go from this, there's a progression going from being very uh, conservative, frugal. I don't, I don't get stingy, but resistant to change, right? To realizing you have more than enough and living in the lap of luxury, enjoying life. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers here, good people. All right, Holy Spirit, we are looking for clarification and messages for today, October 26th. All right. Ah, I love it. Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the World card. An adventure awaits you. The world is your oyster. Go get it. The world is your oyster. This is the World card. I like it because for a lot of reasons. Some of you could be traveling today, going somewhere different, new, exciting, going out of the country maybe. But the World card is about the ending of something, but it's the ending of something where you've learned a lesson. And I don't mean that in a Saturn way. Like it's a culmination of all of your hopes, dreams, interests, fears. It's like the perfect opportunity, the perfect experience based on your who you are. So you're moving into an experience that is beautiful. It's a new beginning. Um, and you take with that experience everything you've learned in life. Okay. I love it. Some of you are just, the Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, so you could not be talking to somebody, but the Five of Swords is it's also an ending, isn't it? Like something as dead as a doorknob, like stick a fork in me, I'm totally done. Okay, so you are ready to embark on a new adventure. You're ready. Everything's handled, everything's wrapped up. Time to go. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Ace of Swords. So you get a divine gift of clarity. I love the sword energy. A divine gift of clarity and clear communication. Okay. Building yourself up here at the bottom of the deck. There's Three of Wands. Um, and some decks, this is waiting for your ships to come in, right? Having an optimistic expectation of the day. But it's also building yourself up, right? Taking care of yourself. Self-care. Okay, what is this? Two of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Two of Pentacles, please. Clarification. I feel like for some of you too, with that Ace of Swords, people could be asking for something and you're like, I don't have it. Like you're being very honest with people about your resources. Like, I'm not feeling it today. I don't have it, whatever. So the Queen of Wands is here, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands isn't afraid to take a risk. She goes hard. She goes hard. She is confident and not afraid to take a risk, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So some of you guys are really taking a risk today. Oh, Jared, yeah, I feel you. I don't know if you were on here when I mentioned I did a root chakra meditation, and it was so good. If you, I know Deepak and Oprah, I've bought almost every meditation they've done, but there are plenty of meditations on YouTube that are free. But they're starting a new one November the 4th about the path to empowerment. It's a completely free meditation series. But yeah, worry does not serve us. And the one I did today was about being grounded in your security. And what does that feel like? And hey, Devante. And so being grounded, one method is to visualize yourself as an oak tree with deep, deep roots in the ground. And the premise behind it is really being stable and secure no matter what winds are blowing, right? Your roots are deep in the ground. Um, so life can happen, but you're secure in who you are. You're secure in your faith in a creator who. So one of the things that I wrote in the journal part of the meditation was that my sense of security comes from knowing I was created in love by a loving creator. Many of us, we're all born into different circumstances, but we were all created in love. Okay. And I don't mean that like our parents, all right, right? Everybody's circumstances were different. My parents certainly, I wasn't conceived in love. Uh, I think I was conceived after a date to McDonald's. But the point is, um, but I was created in love and with love by a loving creator who knows me deeply and cares for me. And so knowing that I'm divinely protected. Good morning, Margaret. Knowing that I'm divinely protected and guided, even when I try to mess up stuff, knowing that I can't even block some blessings in my foolishness, my level of consciousness right now, or awareness. There's stupid stuff that I do. However, my security is in my faith, what I believe, and that my creator and my angels watch out for me and my ancestors. So it helps to alleviate some of that worry where I have to figure everything out. Some stuff is divinely laid out for me. And that's where those major arcana cards come out, where the universe is working in the backgrounds on our behalf, or God or source. Okay. So I'm glad I shared that with you guys. But this energy is literally about not being afraid to take a risk, being busy, um, knowing what you have to do, getting it done, not procrastinating as well. This okay, so there is a Three of Swords here at the bottom, and it fell out upside down. So you know, I I I really wrestle sometimes with putting stuff out there that I think is questionable integrity wise, but some people are trying to juggle a mistress. The Queen of Wands is a mistress card, you know. And so today could be busy. Like you could tell somebody, I don't have a lot of time today. And they're like, but I want to see you. And so you're trying to figure out a way to make it happen. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. What is this Empress, please? What is this Empress? All right. The Eight of Swords is here. So this is a very empowered energy. Okay, very, very empowered. And this card here speaks insecurity to me today. So somebody could be a little bit insecure about embarking on a new entrepreneurial venture, um, insecure about being with a person, could be an Aries. But this is feeling a little bit insecure, which I think is why you were encouraged to, that earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff you have coming ahead. Okay? Learn from the past, but there is a good path going. I feel like somebody too could have wanted to go where somebody was going and realized that they couldn't for whatever reason. It's like, well, I want to go with you. I want to go with you on this journey, or literally go someplace. And with that Eight of Swords energy, really discovered you couldn't. Now, this also, there's an Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Emperor, the Empress, and then the Eight of Swords. Okay. Um, could be that two very high profile people are walking away. Somebody's walking away from the relationship. The Emperor and the Empress are a couple, they are a pair. Okay. Um, but you're encouraged to go back to what you love. So you could be really thinking about it, like, you know what? Let me see if it's really worth it. Let me see if it's really worth walking away. I didn't catch all of that. It faded before I could read all of your comment. But yes, I feel like it has something to do with divinely being protected. Yes, ma'am. Five of Wands here. So you could have had an argument with this person, your mate. Um, and when you think about what really matters in life, I think you're going to realize that there's great things, you know, there's still good things about the relationship. Yeah, the High Priestess, it's here. So connecting with your divinity, connecting, praying, meditation today. Try not to dwell on the argument though, unless it's looking for a solution. So if you had a disagreement with somebody or there's a disagreement, really try to tap into your higher self and see what is the purpose for it. Is it really all that is cracked up to be? Is it all that's playing out in my head? Um, let's see what this Ten of Pentacles is. Um, yeah, let's get the Ten of Pentacles here. Clarification. The Devil card is here. So I just feel like, huh, be mindful. I was going to say this earlier too, is feeling, and she's here, this Princess of Pentacles. This is feeling entitled. Like the Princess of Pentacles is a little spoiled. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Um, but you could feel like I deserve to go in my savings and overspend, or I'm going to, watch overspending today because you feel entitled to it, or emotional spending. Like after an argument, you decide to go to the mall. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. So, think about, overindulging in how you spending your money. Just emotions play such a big part when we do stuff like, when we overeat or overspend, or, it's like he made me mad, I'm buying a fur coat or whatever. No disrespect to my PETA people out there, but just be mindful of your emotions, because I do feel like you could be in a good place and something goes, you have an argument. You also, okay, so for another group of you who are infatuated with somebody, or someone's infatuated with you, don't try to impress somebody by spending a lot of money either. This person is young and, I was going to say foolish. Not foolish, but they don't have the perspective you have if you're an older person, okay? So don't go into your savings, try to impress somebody that you met last night at the club. Where's that card at? I go where you go, right? So Somebody, you realize somebody likes you, has a crush on you, and then you decide, I want to impress them because they seem high maintenance. Yeah, Jared. Naive. Good word. Good word. Um, so you like them and you want to be with them in this energy, you go into your coinage, spending money you don't need to spend, trying to impress somebody or do too much today. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I encourage you to connect on a level, connect on your hopes and dreams. Talk about, go do something where you can really talk and connect. You don't have to spend a lot of money to connect with people. Okay. So that's just be mindful of that. And then this final King of Pentacles. Clarification on this King of Pentacles. Yeah, all these cards fell out. Usually I just have 4 cards up here, but today I have 6. So I guess some people needed to hear this. All right, the 7 of Wands, standing up for what you believe in. And the Star, healing coming to a situation. Somebody cannot be backing down. Right. So we've seen the 5 of Wands. So I feel like if there's an argument or disagreement today, it's okay to stand your ground. I think healing is going to come to the situation. It's just temporary, right? You still are in an empowered position. You may not agree. This is an Aquarius card, but it's wishing on a star. Um, Healing will come to a situation where you have to either negotiate, defend your position, but there's genuine healing that comes to the situation. So I just feel like today could be a day where, you're in your Zen place. Um, for some of you, it's a day of meditation. At least, pick a day. The overall energy, though, is an adventure. Going after what you want, being intentional, acting on a plan to do something new. And if there is some type of argument or, somebody's busy, they can't get to you or something like that, don't um, don't let that emotional disappointment cause you to make a bad decision. Okay, because there is a potential to that disappointment or an argument can make you react in an emotional way, not necessarily verbally emotional, but go make a choice that isn't the best choice, whether it's dipping into your savings or overeating, overindulging in some kind of way. Or it's like, well, fine, if you won't give me the money, then I'm going to take it. Something like that, right? Or if you won't buy me the car, then I'll just go into savings and get the money and buy the car. So it's like that kind of energy is what I'm getting. It's like or if it's not that, trying to impress somebody and you go into your savings and it causes an argument and somebody's like, where'd that money go? And then you have some explaining to do, Lucy. So just kind of be mindful that compromise is an option. Okay. Um, think before you speak and think before you act. Compromise is an option. And think about your intention. What is your intention when we're communicating with people? Is our intention to be right? Is our intention to bring healing and peace to a situation? Is our intention to get our way? Because this Knight of Swords energy is all about intention. All about intention. Um, what is it that I want? And so sometimes we even inadvertently, when we're acting on something, we are, even if we haven't said or communicated what we want, the way we move about and do things is clear about what we want. So, check your intentions, be real sure and clear about what it is that you desire. If you want compromise and healing in a relationship, and that is your intention when in your head before you start communicating with people, it'll go in that direction. Okay. Your intention sets your course of direction today. Okay. All right, you guys, I love you dearly. Thank you for joining me for this morning tea message. I hope it's been encouraging to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to start on the November reading, so be on the lookout for those. I am too excited about November. That is my birthday month on the 22nd, 11/22. I'm so excited about it. So, anyway, I love you guys dearly. I'm going to get started on these November readings. God bless you and have a wonderful